Because this is an important thing to bring out, man. In these last days, don't trust in men. I tell these brothers, I tell you on YouTube, don't trust me. And I'm not saying that I'm not trustworthy, but you know what? At the end of the day, I can fall. I can fail you as a man. I'm up here teaching almighty, whatever. I could fall out this thing tomorrow, man. And that goes for everybody, man. Look at what happened with Comfy. You know, Comfy was once, out there in the streets teaching. Then next thing you know, the money came in, and look what happened to him, man. Man got a $30 million payoff. We ain't heard one goddamn album from his Black Icon record label. One album. So what did he actually have to sell out for all that money, man? Because the white man, he'll give you $30 million, you got to give him something. He gave Baby $30 million and came up with hundreds of million record sales with Cash Money Records. So you mean to tell me Comfy gets a $30 million record contract, doesn't drop one album? What did he give up for that money then? That's a very important question to ask yourself if you follow him. Good thing is we don't follow him. Right? Because from the top down, man, don't trust no man in this thing, man. Don't trust no man outside of this thing. Trust no man. Trust the Heavenly Father. You read the scriptures, man. I mean, a man could teach you the word, but if what we're teaching you doesn't make sense to you, then don't trust us personally. Research for yourself, man. We not out here. This ain't no cult. A lot of motherfuckers say you in a cult. I mean, the definition of cult, we serve the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah. But the connotation that society puts on a cult, that's not us. We don't force nobody to do shit. We don't force anybody. Hey, listen, man, you brothers out here, if y'all want to say, you know what, I believe everything they saying, but I don't like that light-skinned Spanish motherfucker. I want to go do the word, teach the word somewhere else. Feel free, man. Feel free. You got our blessing. Of course we welcome you on this side, but let's say you don't like a brother or whatever. You want to do your own thing. As long as you're teaching the right doctrine, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. It's not about trying to heap followers unto yourself. That's what Comfy and them have always been about. They go to everybody else's camp spot and try to take over their camp spot. They did that to I Ask UPK. They try to do it to GOCC. Right? That's what it's about with them. It's about power. And any Israelite school or anybody that tries to take over stuff and be about power, the Heavenly Father's not with it, man. It's not about you having power. It's about glorifying Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. What did Ecclesiastes say? Fear God and keep His commandments. They don't say fear Tazadakia and keep His commandments. They don't say fear Tazadakia and pay 30% tithes. It's about fear the Heavenly Father and keep His commandments. Read on. 17 and 5.
Oh, you want 5 now? Okay,
yeah.
Sorry. Jeremiah 17, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man.
So if you trust in man, if you trust in man, then you curse, man. We don't trust in man up here. We don't trust in men. I'm not saying that some men may or may not be trustworthy. They may be. But if you trust in men for your salvation, then you're going to fail, man. That's why we don't trust. It's not about you serving the Lord through me. It's about you serving the Lord, period. Through Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's what it's about, man. We're not here to bring you close to us. We're here to bring you close to the Heavenly Father, man. And if our teaching makes you look at us like we're special, then we're doing the wrong thing. Okay, brother.
Matthews 8 is supposed to be something, so Comfy.
Oh, yeah.
Matthews 8 and 34. And when he had called the people unto him with his disciples, also he said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
So this guy, so this guy Comfy, he didn't take up his cross. He didn't take up a burden, man. That guy got rich when he took that payoff, man. The guy got a house in Jersey.
Tour buses with his face
Tour buses with his ugly ass Medea face on it. John Amos looking ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? When you come, and there's nothing wrong with having nice things. When you come in the truth, it's not like you have to be a bum like certain motherfuckers say about us. It's not that you had to be a bum. You know, you're supposed to actually take care of your responsibilities. You're supposed to pay your rent. I don't know, some guy put out a video talking about how we promote being bums. We don't promote that. But,
over there, like I read an article that says 70% of Americans are taking some type of assistance. They also have some type of assistance. 100 million Americans are some type of assistance from the government. 70% of Americans are basically working just to pay rent and put food on the table. Everybody in here is living check by check. Don't people stand to think about for a second? The Rothschilds are worth trillions. The Rothschilds are worth trillions of dollars. These fucking devils over here. So everybody's a bum compared to these guys. Almost every American in America is living check by check, 70%. It's more than that.
The national debt per capita, which means per individual,
It's like
$60,000.
$60,000.
Each person is around $60,000 in debt.
You see that? But then they want to call brothers bums and shit like that. First of all, everybody's a fucking bum compared to these devils. They're trillionaires, man. So, oh, you a bum, you make it. You ain't making it. You lose your fucking job. You know how hard it is to get a job now? They say the unemployment now is 40%, man. And they're not counting people that stop getting unemployment. So the numbers is higher than that. Talk about brothers is bums. Everybody, all these Americans, they work check by check. But one day, man, real soon, all hell's breaking loose. The protesting, ain't gonna be no fucking jobs out here, man. People gonna be fucking killing each other out here, man. That guy over there with that fucking microphone, he ain't gonna be talking that shit that day. They gonna run around and kill him, man. They gonna eat his ass. That's the times we're living, so we bums. Everybody's a bum. If you want to get, compared to these guys, everybody's a bum. Everybody here is living check by check. You lose your job, you're done, bro. You're one check from being homeless. And it's like, we see it every day. I see this brother, where he's from Newark, man. I work in Newark, I work through Essex County. I see the poverty in our people. Our people are fucked up. You got people with full-time jobs coming to food pantries to get 2 bags of food. And that's how they eat. They're working 2 jobs just to pay the rent. But they need to go to them food pantries to get at least 2 bags of food. And don't you know, this pantry this year is the worst it's ever been? The food pantry is fucked up. Even the CEO was like, yo, this shit is fucked up. We never had it this slow before. Because that famine of the word is coming to food. So we bums. These people are gonna get a fucking reality check. They're gonna find out, they're gonna confiscate everything. The Rothschilds through the Obama already passed executive orders to control the electric bills, the water, everything. Even your car's not owned by you. Mortuary, mortgage, that goes back to death. Your mortgage, that means mortuary, which means death. But you ain't gonna pay that shit, or the house is paid for. If you don't pay the property taxes in that bitch, they take this shit. These Americans are gonna find out, especially our people, the Israelites, they gonna find out they don't own shit in America. They don't even own themselves. And that's why these devils are coming to collect the debt. The Federal Reserve note, which is a debt, is money made out of nothing, with interest on top of it. You talk about the biggest scam artists, the biggest scam ever in history, and they coming to collect their debt from Americans, and they're gonna throw them in the fucking camps, and they're gonna chip people, man. It's like,
oh man, that's in the spirit, man. You know, so that whole thing about us promoting being bums and shit. You know what I'm saying? We're not promoting or saying it's cool to be, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? But you know what? At the end of the day, it's not about that. It's not about how much money you got. Because like the brother said, man, this motherfucker has tour buses with his face on it. Did it stop the feds from raiding his school? It didn't stop the feds from raiding his school. Anybody could get it, man. You a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American, and you sold out, you still could get it. Jay-Z and Beyonce did not save Hillary Clinton's campaign. The so-called white man does not give a damn about you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, no matter what, man. You got to
finish.
You got something?
Yeah. Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
Well, what could you give? What could you possibly give in exchange for your soul, man? What could be what would actually make you sell your soul? That's a real question you need to ask yourself. What's your price? You know, the white man says everybody got a price. So what would you actually give up for your soul? Because you can tell a lot of people have actually sold their soul. You know, so-called white people, they're not that different. I mean, they're different in the sense that the Lord's not for them. got white people out here that have to sell their soul just like the Jay-Z's and Beyonce's and Rihanna's to get a chunk of change. You know, a lot of so-called white people ain't got money. You know, but at the end of the day, they're above us in this society, but they ain't really got money. Shit, some of us is doing better than a lot of so-called white people. Yeah. And you know what those white people are called? Trump supporters. A lot of those so-called white people that supported Trump are so-called white people that are doing bad. And they see you black Hispanics and Native Americans with your Beamers and Benzes and your fancy gadgets. And they're like, wait, you know, what happened? What happened to America? We used to be above these people. And they really still are. Which is the funny thing. They really still are. Because you know what? Those are the motherfuckers that become cops and kill you so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans. Drag you out of your cars, man. America has not changed. What has changed about America is its approach. What good is it if America just consistently is like a bully that just keeps punching you in your damn face, just picking on you, just slapping you around? But you know what? America has realized that instead of slapping up black people, they be nice to black people and still hurt them. And every time America hurts black people, they could always say, well, look, you know, we do this, that, and the third for you. And Trump wants to go back to that punching and slapping around. And that's what it is. That's what he's talking about, making America great again. You got something else on that?
No, that's good.
What you got?
I got a couple. We talk about jobs and whatnot.
Yeah, no.
This is Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 3. In a day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened.
And you know what's been going on? You know what the Industrial Revolution, the Industrial Revolution did to this world? You got machines that do jobs that people could have did. You got machines that actually, like for instance, my job, I use my job as an example. I work in a call center. We got an automated system that